Hi everyone, this is Steve with Otaku Henshin. This is our third and final video reviewing the differences with the Power Rangers Legacy Morpher versus the Super Sentai Artisan Dino Buckler. So taking a look at the Dino Buckler here, we can see that the box is actually very similar to the box from the original Japanese toy in the early 90s. I'm assuming this was to mimic how the Legacy line of the Power Rangers items is also trying to imitate the old boxes as well. The only major differences with this box and the older box is that here was actually a little window where you could see the item itself, and they had a picture of Geki up here, but I guess they decided to pull his actor off of the box. Let's look at the rest of the box here. And we just have it saying Dino Buckler here. And on this side we see another picture of the Tyranno Ranger. Not much to see on the top, just showing the Super Sentai Artisan. You can see all the Rangers here for that. And then the bottom and the back is a pretty nice image here with the Tyrannosaurus metal being all shiny. Just so you guys get another look, I kind of did that really quick. You can see that where it says the Super Sentai Artisan, it is actually just a generic one. So it has actually a Green Ranger in there. So I assume that they were going for Go Ranger, and that was just kind of the generic symbol that's going to be on every Super Sentai Artisan item. So let's go ahead and open this up and take a look at how this compares to the American version. So we have here our instructions, and it looks to be that the battery part is in the same spot as the American Legacy Power Morpher, and everything else looks pretty much the same. So most likely I'm assuming that this is going to be the same mold. So we'll find out as soon as we take a look here. And in the packaging here, we can notice right off the bat that we do have a crystal here, which is different than what came with the Legacy Power Morpher. And unfortunately, only the Tyrannosaurus coin is included in this one, which is why we ordered the other set of medals to go along with it. Let's go ahead and pull this all out and take a closer look. Let's start out by looking at the crystals, since this was not included with the Power Rangers Legacy version. Now this is actually not the same size as the coins. You can see that it is much smaller, and it also feels plastic. It doesn't really have any weight to it. This is pretty light, so that piece is not die cast. As far as this piece here, it is exactly the same as the American version, only that this has where it gives you that whole made in China stuff, and this one is more just a flat black look to it. Now our major difference here, other than just not saying Power Rangers, is the fact that you can see this is actually very shiny and reflective versus the American version, which is more of a matted look. On the back, this is my favorite part, is that you can see this piece here where the screw hole was, and the sticker, if you pushed in, you could potentially break the sticker, is actually filled in, as well as almost all of the other screw holes minus this one here, which is how you pull out the batteries. So you can see these are all filled in. And again, we'll take a look. You can just see the difference with all these different screws showing on the Legacy Morpher here. As far as popping the coin out, it's still the same. You press the Z on the back. And let's just take a look at the coins now. So this one is the Power Rangers Legacy, and this is the Super Sentai Artisan. So there does not appear to be any difference at all. They look exactly the same. And when we flip them to the back, we can see that these are also exactly the same. And what's kind of awkward is that the little circle here in the Power Rangers logo is still on this, but they just took off the remainder of the logo. And we'll just take a look again at the other ones we just looked at, which had the much nicer back, which I definitely prefer more over this look. As far as turning this on, it's the same where the switch is up here. So you can hear it makes a different sound than that communicator sound. And let's go ahead and press the button. So obviously the sound is a bit different as well. And this obviously doesn't have a Power Rangers theme song on it. And I wasn't sure if maybe they would do the Zyuranger one, but all that really happens is if you hold it in, it'll just do that same sound, but it actually elongates it a bit. So it had kind of a little bit more of an explosion sound at the end there with it kind of trailing off. So that's pretty much it as far as that. Let's just do a comparison sound here. So now as far as the coins here, so obviously this coin is what comes with it, and we'll pop that out. And now these ones actually do fit as well. They just don't feel as tight in there, but it is obviously not going to fall out. So I think it's just because that these ones don't have that indention to them that it just doesn't feel like it's in there as nicely. But you can see it even is nice and smooth against it, so it's not bumped out or anything. So there's definitely no problem using whichever metals you prefer. So in the end, it really just comes down to personal preference. As I did mention, I do like the matted look of the Power Rangers Morpher, but I still prefer the Zyuranger one over it just because it's just more authentic to me. Even with the original Power Rangers series, they still used the Zyuranger footage, so you could still see it saying this on the belts. So to me, that actually seems a bit more authentic other than the Power Rangers. Also, as I mentioned, I did like how they covered up all those screw holes, which makes it look a lot nicer when you have it in that belt piece instead of having all these little holes in it. It is a little disappointing that it doesn't have all of the coins in the set and just replaces it with that crystal. But with having the other metal set, it does complete it for you. Though, like I said, they do look slightly different, having more of a darker tint than the actual coin does that comes with the Dino Buckler. So as mentioned, the Legacy Morpher is going to be put up on our website for sale as an open box item. And unfortunately, I would have loved to sell the Dino Buckler for you guys as well, but we just couldn't get the price low enough that it wouldn't be too outrageous for you guys in order for us to make even somewhat of a profit off of them. So unfortunately, we just got the one in for the review. Definitely check us out at otakuhenshin.com though for not only this Power Morpher, but we also have all kinds of anime, video game, and tokusatsu items. And if you are a fan of the Power Rangers Legacy line, we have been trying to get as many of the items in our store as we can. We do have the Legacy Thunder Megazord on order, and we're just waiting for that to come in. Of course, when we do receive that, we will be doing a video review as well, and we will show you the combinations with the Tiger Zord that we reviewed earlier for you guys also. Make sure you subscribe to our channel to keep up with our latest video reviews, and you can follow us on social media through Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Thanks for watching this video, you guys, and stay tuned for our next one.